I'm sitting in my office the other day, and then I see a text message from the county chair of Nairobi, George Aladwa, saying, oh, Sifuna, the president is inviting members of ODM from Nairobi to go to State House. My brother, since when is a leader of a party that we are in opposition against, where did he get the powers to convene members of ODM?
Hiyo uongozi ya upinzani baada ya miaka mitatu, hiyo kiongozi ya upinzani tutatafutia watu wengine.
Yes, after Ruto coming out to support Raila Amolo Odinga for the AU chairmanship position, which I think is a very good idea, and brought even ODM onchos in government, he thought that he could capture the ODM. When Ruto sworn in as president of Kenya, he vowed to keep the opposition so that they can do a noble duty. But before the term had ended, no sooner the term ended, invited opposition leaders in government. Even Uhuru Kenyatta didn't do that in his first term. He did that in the second term when he wanted Raila to be president. So, Ruto has broken each and every promise himself he produced to Kenyans, which is, by the way, not good. When Ruto supported Raila Amolo Odinga for presidency, he thought that he would capture the opposition. He would capture ODM. Because capturing the ODM, literally you've captured the opposition because it's a biggest stakeholder in the opposition. This is the reason as to why, even when the Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua was being impeached, ODM played a great role. And you cannot tell me that an opposition whip can whip his members without the support of the president to impeach his deputy. But it's turning out to be that even ODM has been hiding cards. In fact, the Secretary General of ODM, Edwin SIFUNA, came out to tell Ruto that he should not capture ODM because they think Raila Amolo Odinga will come back in 2027 to stand as president. They cannot give in to Ruto. So in this episode, I've come to talk about why Edwin SIFUNA is fighting Ruto not to capture ODM, what it means for our politics, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you are new to this channel, please subscribe. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. So Edwin SIFUNA came out categorically to tell Ruto that he should desist from capturing ODM. You know, Ruto is a wise person. He knows how to play politics. It is the truth. Even when he was negotiating with the people, when he was forming government towards the 2022 general election, he was a master at this. We all remember that everyone thought that Mudavadi was going to be picked among the political elite, was going to be picked a deputy. But we all know that Mount Kenya deserved the deputy position. What he did, he took Mudavadi on an international tour, I think in America, and they sorted everything there. By the time they came back, he was in agreement to pick Gachagua. The way he picked Alfred Mutua from Ukambani, he himself drove himself to Alfred Mutua's destination, and they talked together without any bodyguard. So he knows how to play politics. When he supported Raila Amolo Odinga, he thought that he would bring ODM in the fold to work with government. That's why he used to come out to say that it's a broad-based government when ODM is speaking contrary.
Na mimi nataka niwaambie ya kwamba hapa tuko na kiongozi wa wachache sasa, the minority leader, huyu Mheshimiwa Junet Mohamed. Na jana tulikubaliana ya kwamba hiyo uongozi ya upinzani baada ya miaka mitatu, hiyo kiongozi ya upinzani tutatafutia watu wengine, kwa sababu sisi wote tutakuwa tuko upande wa serikali.
So news coming out, it shows that William Ruto, since he wants to sell Jomo Kenyatta International Airport and he saw the revolt which happened in the country. He wants people who play politics in Nairobi to support him. And by this way, he invited George Aladwa in a meeting together with other ODM members, because ODM has the roots of protest, the roots of civil disobedience in Kenya, at least in history. In fact, if ODM calls for a protest in Nairobi, it will be successful. So by capturing Nairobi, you can pass anything concerning the Adani. He invited them in Nairobi State House. And when the Secretary General, Edwin SIFUNA, knew this, he immediately combated Ruto, because he knows what can happen. Before I proceed, let me first play you the tape when Edwin SIFUNA was saying this. Here is the tape.
I'm sitting in my office the other day, and then I see a text message from the county chair of Nairobi, George Aladwa, saying, oh, SIFUNA, the president is inviting members of ODM from Nairobi to go to State House. My brother, since when is a leader of a party that we are in opposition against, where did he get the powers to convene members of ODM? Where did he get powers to convene members of ODM? And he knows what he is doing. The people at State House, people like Hussein Mohammed, who was trying to be clever yesterday, and I want to challenge Hussein Mohammed. You know, he thinks everybody is like that boy, that young man, Morara, he was harassing here on Citizen, telling him, oh, I want Hussein Mohammed, I'm surprised today he hasn't called in. I'm surprised he hasn't called in to tell the people that SIFUNA is lying. He's lying. State House tried to get members of ODM to go to State House. He knows it. The invitations are here. You know? So when he puts out a statement yesterday saying, oh, State House communicates formally when what is his name? The senator for Kisumu. Ojienda. Yeah, when they were being called to State House there, the 9 of them, Kina Elisha and the others, did you see a letter to the SG of ODM saying we want to meet with the Kina Elisha? Did you see a letter to the speaker saying we want to meet? And Trevor, as Muriwa said, we must remain kosher. We must put the relationship between the executive and the legislature kosher. Yeah. My job is to oversight the executive. You cannot be summoning me to State House. As who? You do not have those powers constitutionally to summon any person. And as far as the political parties act is concerned, like my party leader cannot summon members of Ruku's political party to come to Capitol Hill under watch powers. So we want to call out people like Hussein Mohammed, the spokesman at State House. My friend Hussein, you and me know each other from a long time. I am not that young man you are harassing on Citizen. So don't
that is the Secretary General Edwin SIFUNA. You clearly see that the plan was to capture ODM, because in politics, any leader wouldn't want an opposition. And for me, I keep on telling people that the best thing to fight off the opposition is to work for Kenyans, because Kenyans will vote for you regardless. Among Uhuru's weakness is that he performed, like him or not. But the way things are, if Ruto doesn't pull up his stockings, he will be one of the worst presidents Kenya has ever had. Because matters of development, he has not rose up to the occasion. He knows how to speak very well. He has good policy, but he has failed. So you clearly see that he wanted to swallow the opposition. But it seems even the opposition is not in agreement. ODM is by the that's why Raila Odinga should be called the professor of politics. Raila Odinga is both in the opposition and in government. He doesn't want to associate his ODM party with the excesses of government. Yes, very many people from the ODM were given positions. This can be seen through his Secretary General Edwin SIFUNA, who is, by the way, attacking William Ruto for calling for a meeting of ODM members, because he clearly knows that if you have ODM in Nairobi, protests will not be a success. Okay, when you have ODM by your side, at least there is no big opposition. Okay, so this is a mistake. In fact, any person who is happy because ODM is in government is supposed to be called stupid, because a country grows because government is being checked. If you get the biggest political party, okay, conflicted, it means that it won't check government like the way it's supposed to be checked. Many developmental projects have been got because the presidents are being checked. Uhuru Kenyatta delivered more in his first term because his government was checked. Kibaki did so in his first term because the government was checked. Okay? If the government is not checked, it has a luxury of doing a lot of bad things because it will be in comfort. So by ODM working with the government, it will be a catastrophe for Kenyans. But also it shows how William Ruto wants so hard to swallow the ODM, which has failed. And he continues to show me that Raila Odinga will be on the ballot because his Secretary General is fighting hard not to associate ODM with the ruling party of UDA. Even when Mbadi came in the Senate for some questions, you clearly see that Secretary General Edwin SIFUNA was so hard on Mbadi.
Honorable Chair, just a minute. Honorable Chair, yes. If the CS is tired of answering questions by the representatives of the people, let him tell us. Let him tell us. He can walk out and come back on a day that he feels his temperament is something that is befitting of a cabinet secretary of the Republic of Kenya. This is Parliament. We are not here to be nice to each other.
To show him that even if you were part of us, okay, you must stop this nonsense. So the act of William Ruto to solve the ODM won't be practical. And it's supposed to be that way. Because, okay, for a country to grow, there must be an opposition that checks government. Of course, that's my opinion. Do make comments by commenting about this. Thank you very much for listening in. If this is your first time on this YouTube channel, I implore you to subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. See you on another one. Peace.